So I hope you really enjoyed this one. After the lunch, it wasn't easy, but I think they managed a very difficult task. So now we have, I would like also to ask again Kyriba to come up on stage, Michal, and Ionut, because they're going to make a nice presentation, I think a bit theatrical, eh? Ionut, a day in our treasurer's life?
Let's see, let's see.
Let's see, okay, great.
We're in the land of drama, right, Greece?
Yeah, that's true.
We're in the land of theater. If I am correct, Greeks invented theater in like 6th century before Christ. And I believe it was the ancient Greeks who presented the first dramatic plays. So now we at Kyriba, we feel obliged to adapt to the Greek, let's say, tendency to drama. And we will have our own drama in the Treasury. So it's going to be a dramatic day in the Treasury. Anybody can manage a regular day in the Treasury, right? With a TMS, with an Excel, with a lot of gymnastics. So you can do the trick if it's a normal day. If it's a crisis, then a little bit of crisis management comes into play, and that's what we're going to do today. So I'm not Ionut, I'm Yanis. I'm a CFO of Hellenic International, which is a consortium of many companies around the world, but based in Greece, subsidiaries in Romania, Croatia, Germany, Italy, US, Canada. Big. We have some in the room. And it's 22nd of October 2022, and ECB just hikes 75 business points because of the reasons we know. This creates a huge turmoil in the financial markets. Funding costs explode, liquidity rise, and the board assembles and calls me, I'm the CFO, remember? And they throw this hot potato of, let's see all our available liquidity, let's see our debt, global debt, let's see our survival days, let's call it like this, on the existing availabilities. Okay, no problem, but we want them in 1 hour. So now I have this hot potato in my hands, I'm handling. I don't like it, so I'm going to pass it to somebody else. I'm the treasurer, I'm the CFO. Who can I find? Let's see.
Him again.
Hello, Michalis, my dear treasurer.
Yanis, how are you?
Come here, I have something for you. It looks like a hot potato, but it's not. In 1 hour time, we need to make a full liquidity diagnosis. So we have to understand cash availability, we have to understand debts, outstanding, available, how much can we swim on that, how do they, let's say, talk to each other. So what do we do? I have no ideas. In 1 hour?
Yeah. Cash, debt, everything in Excel.
Excel?
On Friday.
No way. Let's start with cash. Can we at least produce the cash in 1 hour?
I'm joking. We actually introduced Kyriba. So tell me again, what do you need?
I'd like to see, not me, I'm required to present all our spontaneous current cash availability all over the place.
Okay.
In our 53 banks and 400.
And you want to see it now? Right now?
It would help me a lot. It would help me a lot.
Okay.
Yes.
Here you go. That's it.
What is this?
You see, we have different entities, the holding and the subsidiaries. I can show you how much cash we have at this moment in time. The data is refreshing real time. And then a table, if you want to read it to the board, it's there.
What's this? Where is this coming from? How do you get this?
From the banks.
Like you go to the banks and you, what? Do you take
Yeah,
a bag of...
with a suitcase. Look, we connected the banks using different protocols. All the banks that we're working with.
For instance, the banks in Greece?
Yeah, the banks in Greece, exactly. We can update the transactions and the balances in real time because of that connectivity. And this is fully automated, which means that we just touch a button and it's there.
How could we get this data in real time from banks? How come we could connect to those banks in the first place?
A good question.
I'm sure.
There's a lot of different methods that we can use to connect. And they are covered by Kyriba. So this is direct connectivity, including host-to-host, like an API, like a file server, but also protocols like Swift. Remember? We're a member of Swift now.
For instance, in Greece, which of the banks are we connected to via this tool?
All of them. All of the banks that we're working on, and all the banks globally, actually.
Excellent, excellent. Give me a reminder of these banks.
Which ones?
Which banks in Greece do we have?
Oh, all the 4 systemically important banks.
All right.
So Piraeus, Eurobank,
Right.
Alpha Bank, and NBG.
Okay.
On top of that, all the other banks as well.
In the other places, in the other locations, in the other subsidiaries.
Exactly.
Great stuff. Let's move to debt.
Okay.
How is our debt picture looks today? What can we rely on?
Okay, let me see.
I believe these were the ones.
Oh, really? You put it there. First, I want to tell you
Yes, go ahead.
how can we deal with a crisis situation and how many days we survive if we do not have any cash inflows.
Or maybe, let's say, our predicted cash inflows simply drop
Yeah.
because the liquidity crisis equally affects our payers, right? Not only us.
Exactly. So you see here, I have a slider. I have selected 20% decrease of our inflows. And we're on the safe side. We will still survive for 640 days.
This gives me a real good breath of air, honestly. What about our maturities, our debt registry? Can you refresh me on that, if you are so well
Yeah,
prepared?
definitely. Because we have the analytics support, here we go. It's the average maturity on our debt. We have 6 billion of debt right now, and the time-weighted maturity of 6.7 years.
Okay, but rules just changed this morning,
Yeah.
and I'd like to understand how the net debt will evolve over time. Can we also show that? If you do that, you're my hero if you do that.
That's a difficult one. You know what Niels Bohr said? That predicting is a difficult thing, especially if it is about the future.
That's why we have you and this beautiful thing here.
Okay, let's start with current. Currently, we have this net debt position. So our net debt is 5.6 billion. If you want some details, the detailed numbers are here. Over time, it is shrinking because we're repaying debt. And you can see the development in here.
How does this system knows my debt?
Yeah.
I mean, I understand how you absorb statements from the banks because they issue statements, but then the bank never issues the situation of a loan so that you can absorb it. So how did this loan get in there in the system?
Yeah.
Or how did the investment, moreover, get there in the system?
Good question. So anytime that we're getting a new credit facility, we will input the terms of that facility into the system, and the system will automatically create a repayment schedule, will calculate interest, will calculate fees, will translate that into a cash flow forecast, so natively giving all the details into my cash flow forecasting, and then the system will also generate payments for those. If there's items that require some estimation or projection, like what the future interest rates will be because I have a floating loan, that's no problem. System will estimate that. And this is why we can see here the projections of net debt together with our cash flow forecast.
This is a combination of everything we've got.
Yeah.
The cash availability is in here, the debt is in here, the investment is in here, so I can determine at any moment, now and in the future, on what I'm standing, right? The potato is getting cooler.
Exactly.
But this is now, can we go into some future month and have the same, let's say, view?
Yes, please. No worries. Here we have December. So for your year-end, for your financial statements, for our bonus, the net debt is still 5.9, which means we're controlling it.
Now, what do I do with the remaining 55 minutes? Because I had an hour, I'm gonna have a lot of coffee. This system just, saves me, but ruins my mood in a way. I feel very small. What else does it do? Okay, now it's solved. A bit of trivia. Does it do payments? Don't tell me.
Again,
And if yes, what? How?
You'll never touch payments again yourself. Because
I never do, you do. But okay, I get it.
Because we introduced the payment module as well. And look, from here, we have easy access to managing our payments, including approval, including viewing what documents have been attached. Those payments are connected the same way that we do for cash management, which means that we gather all the payments in Kyriba and then dispatch them to all the banks with all the formats directly from one place. We're no longer using bank portals and also no longer using 10 different bank tokens. The good news for you is that you can watch it from your holiday. Because we even have a mobile app.
Is this good?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Amazing.
I don't think so. Great. I'm impressed, and the problem is solved. And here is where our little performance ends. As we are not actors, maybe we did good, maybe we did not do so good. I think we did good, but as I see, and now again talking about time, there are 3 minutes. In the serious and real world, Kyriba, among other TMSs, can do that and can solve a regular day, can make it more regular, but can flatten a bad day and can make you survive it and be in the job by the end of the day and maybe even be a bit more in the grace of your superiors, let's call it like this. So 2.5 minutes in case there is some questions from the spectators of the play. If not, Michal, maybe you can fill the minutes because, we sponsored here, we put some money in it. I don't want to throw 2 minutes to, I don't know, not even to the coffee break. So please, let's try to use them. This is your last assignment for today.
Let me tell you a few jokes then.
TMS jokes.
Yeah. Yeah, so look, out of my experience as a treasurer before.
He likes saying that.
I like talking about treasury. It really hurts me that I have 1.5 minutes. But out of my experience, I feel that Kyriba, having worked with 4 different TMSs implemented too, I feel that Kyriba is the sweet spot between the ease of implementation and ease of use and the functionality it provides. Because I'm not sure you're interested into implementing a system that will take 5 years to implement gradually, and then will provide you all the functionality that you might need exactly programmed the way you want it with your company all over the place. After 5 years, it's not relevant anymore for you because the business has changed. You need a solution that is reactive, but also with the customer base of nearly 3,000 customers. We have been there. We have customers in all the industry. You are asking us if we have companies in the gaming industry. Yes, we have.
Michal, do you see that?
Yeah, it's increasing.
Yes, somebody adds time.
No, I'm earning points.
We don't put more money in.
The good jokes I'm saying, giving us more time.
So now we have 5 minutes. Is this for real? Guys, real? But we're going to use this time. So
this is the sweet spot
Yeah.
between the time and the effort, which is minimal, and the solution you're getting. Now, also wanted to relate to the working capital. I wanted that question badly in the previous panel, because Kyriba is not only offering you an analytical tool for working capital. We are the only one to offer you a tool that you can actively manage your working capital with. And this is totally different. You can create your own factoring program or reverse factoring program in Kyriba, invite your banks, invite your suppliers and your customers, and proactively decide at any point in time. So, okay, you see you have a DPO of 52 days. What's the action? And in Kyriba, you can take that action.
don't fall.
So what?
Don't fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, whoa, it's high. In Kyriba, you can take that action reacting to these 52 days. So do I want to sell some receivables? I can see those in Kyriba, and I can sell them directly in Kyriba. Then the banks will take it for an auction. They will offer what is the price for this financing, and you will choose which offer you're taking. So we're basically giving you like an FX all or FX go, but for working capital. And this is a revolution.
An aggregator. Thanks, Michal. You know me, I'm more of a, let's say, practical guy. I'm not saying your theory is not good or true. I like practical stuff and real stuff. Can we, the operators, can we go to the banks slide? It's somewhere, I don't know, slide 3 or 4, where the banks are there. What I'm trying to say that, I mean, we all say we can connect the banks in Greece, for instance. We can say, yes, our TMS can absorb, can do. These banks are connected to Kyriba TMS. It's not a vision, it's not something that we could do, would do. It is. So it is up and running. Flows of bank statements are flowing from these banks into some happy people in this room, which I will not obviously nominate. And the payments from those happy people are going via SWIFT to all these banks and other banks, maybe outside Greece. And they are in a bulk, in a moment, in one push, without 7 tokens, without 7 online banking platforms in one place. Button is pushed, and the payments really go today to these banks. So we are not envisioning to do this. We are doing this. We have a number of clients in Greece. We have a number of advanced projects in Greece which are going to become implementations extremely soon. So it is my belief we are writing history in a way together with the Greek treasury community and with HAT, and also in the theatrical way, hat off to HAT. For what they do. I mean, it's great. We are here constantly, and we will be here until you guys, hopefully not, kick us out. So thank you very much, and we stay in touch with all of you.
Someone. Thank you.
Wait.
Ikaros, for saving my life.
Look here. You are now in my hands. You are now in my hands.
What's the decision?
I'm keeping the guy. Thank you very much.